What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is LJ and you're watching NoClutch Garage.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no friends.
Today we're going to do an unboxing of a car part that I have been pondering on getting for a while now, but given the current circumstances, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. As you may or may not know, my car is currently in the shop, and so it's going to be in there for a while. It's going to be going through some repairs, and it's going to be coming out a lot stronger than it was before. I haven't talked about this on my YouTube channel, and I know some of my viewers have been asking where is the 340, because I haven't been posting any content with that 340 with me driving it or anything. I'm going to make a whole separate video detailing that and give you a little bit more information about what happened. If you're not in the forums, if you're not on Instagram, you probably missed it, but we're going to be talking about it, so don't worry. But right now, we're going to be talking about the next mod that's going on my car, or I should say one of the next few mods going on my car. Ladies and gentlemen, I went ahead and ordered the Dorge Engineering Stage 2 high pressure fuel pump for B58. Now, I have been holding off on this particular mod for a few reasons. One, when I did think about getting it, it had just been announced and it wasn't available. And on top of that, I had already ordered the CPI. So I've had the CPI for a while, but I've only installed it in late December. So by the time everybody was buying the upgraded fuel pumps, and I had already spent the money on the CPI, so it wasn't really a good idea for me to go ahead and spend more money on more fueling. What I did find out is I did find the limits of CPI. I did find that CPI does work up to a certain limit. And of course, it put me in a few situations that I'm not too happy about. And that's partially my fault for not really being cautious with the testing. But now I know just how much CPI helps, because it does work, but it is limited as well. So if I had to compare CPI, I would probably say that it's about the equivalent of a stage 1 pump. So it'll give you those benefits, but anything above 550 wheel horsepower, it's really not recommended, or at least I don't recommend it. And seeing as I am one of the few people that have actually done extensive research and extensive testing with this fueling method, then I can very confidently say that you probably shouldn't push it above 550 wheel horsepower. Dorge Engineering Stage 2 pump is the true upgrade, and the upgrade that I should have gotten from the beginning, but I didn't. But here it is now, and we're going to unbox it, and we're going to show you exactly what's in the box and what comes included with the kit. There will be an installation video later on, but that installation video probably won't happen until after I get my car back. That's going to happen in the next few weeks. So in the meantime, let's dive into it. So let's go ahead and tear into this box a little bit. So there's two boxes. This is what I assume is the fuel pump. We're going to put it to the side for now. And this is what I assume is the hardware. So let's go ahead and put that to the side. So let's go ahead and open this one. Yep, so this is the hardware. So we have an adapter, it looks like, some screws. I'm guessing this is going to hold down the low pressure fuel pump line, and I'm not sure what that is. And then this contains I'm not sure what this is called, but I know what it is. It's solid. It's really good material. Billet. And then we have the low pressure fuel line and the high pressure fuel line. And they're nice and sealed. It's really good attention to detail. So we'll put this away for a second. And here is what we are looking for. And this is the main event, guys. This is what cost you, or us, an arm and a leg. Alright guys, and in case you guys did not know, these pumps are very sensitive to contaminants. So try not to play with it too much. There you guys have it. This little fuel pump. It's definitely been tested. It smells like fuel. This little brick of metal will run you $16.99 US dollars. You get the fuel pump. You're gonna get your rail that you clearly need. You're gonna get your low pressure fuel line. You're gonna get this little thing which the bolts will go through. You know, that'll kind of bolt up like that, obviously. I don't want to mess with the O-rings or anything until I'm ready to install. And then you have your accessory hardware, and that's pretty much it for what's included with this kit. I mean, it looks really high quality, and there are a few reasons why I decided to go with this kit instead of other things that I've seen on the market. So there are a few reasons why I picked Dorch Engineering. One of the main reasons is, of course, it is readily available and I needed to get an upgrade soon. Now, obviously that's not a very good reason, but it is one of my reasons of why I got it. I was also looking at the Spool FX180, but Spool hasn't really put out any information in regards to the FX180. I know they have the FX150, but that ends up being very close to the Dorch Engineering Stage 1, which is not going to meet my goals. The Stage 2 is actually capable to support up to 700 wheel horsepower and fully 85 up to 550 wheel horsepower. But these numbers can vary depending on your tuning, and one of the key factors here is upgrading your low pressure fuel pump. So having that in mind, this high pressure fuel pump will meet my goals after I'm done putting everything together. Definitely something that I wanted, something that is needed. I don't feel like going through what I went through with my car again, and now I know that fueling is absolutely necessary when it comes to these engines in particular, but just, you know, really any engine. You don't want to run lean at any point. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. This is the second unboxing I've done. The other unboxing I did was the big turbo, and I only do this unboxings for high value items and really things that I feel like people should be more educated on. I should mention a few things before I wrap this up, and one of them is that there was a lot of research going into the making of this pump, so this is actually the only pump that I feel safe using. Another thing is that this pump is basically plug and play. There are a few things you have to tweak here and there, but generally the process should only take you about an hour to take off the pump and put the new one on. And lastly, you will need a custom tune to run this fuel pump. You can't just drop it into your car and just magically expect it to work. I know that MHD already has Dorch Engineering integration. I believe BootMod does too, but I don't use BootMod, so I'm not completely certain about that, but I'm about 95% sure that it does. So as long as you enable those options, it should run fine. But as with anything, if you want it to run to its fullest potential, you should get a custom tune. And I believe if something is not available for whatever tune you're running, I believe if you contact Dorch Engineering, they will send you a file, or you send them your file, and they will adjust the software parameters that will allow you to run their pump on your car. But anyway guys, that has been it for this fuel pump unboxing. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoy doing these kinds of things, and I look forward to installing this on my car. I was super stoked to have this come in the mail, even though I know that I can't install it just yet, but it's here now. I know that it's going on my car, and I know that when my car comes out, it's going to come with a vengeance. Guys, thank you for supporting me and supporting my channel. I do apologize that my channel has been a little bit slower than usual, but I do want to say that I hope that your families are staying safe with the current conditions in the world and the coronavirus. and the current financial situation in the United States, at least. I know that the whole world is suffering right now, and I really hope that everybody is taking the appropriate precautions to keep themselves safe. With that being said, my videos are not gonna stop anytime soon. I will have more content coming. But this has been it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.